Good morning and welcome to day 12 on the Appalachian Trail. It is still raining, but it's supposed to stop in the next 20 to 30 minutes. I did already go out there to get water and things, but so it's not too bad, but I'd rather not take my tent down in the rain. It's not fun to do. It's already going to be wet. I don't want to also have rain getting everywhere, even though I'm going into town today. Thank goodness, so everything can dry out, I can get clean, I could really use a shower and some laundry, and to just like shake out and rinse off all of my gear. Just everything is dirty after yesterday. Like, it's been so fine until yesterday. I'm looking forward to getting all of that handled and just getting some time to rest. It's gonna feel really weird to not hike tomorrow. Today, I believe I'm doing 10.8 miles. Down to the NOC where my hostel has a shuttle that's gonna pick me up and take me there. I'm hoping to get some time to eat food and actually check out the NOC because it's supposed to be really cool. So my shuttle's not picking me up until 5 today, and it's currently almost 8 a.m. So 11 miles should take me like 5 to 6 hours. So I'll get down there and have a couple of hours to wander around, and it shouldn't rain the rest of the day. That's the plan. I don't know if I mentioned it last night, but the people I've been hiking with actually decided to stay at the last shelter, not this one, so it's just me tenting here, and there's one guy I've never met before who's in the shelter. Well, I met him this morning, but that's it. So this shelter was just weird tonight. But everybody should catch up with me today. I'll be moving pretty slow on my ankle to give it a break, and you know, I'm not too worried about rushing into town since my shuttle isn't picking me up till 5. So yeah, I'm gonna make some breakfast and wait for the rain to stop. I'm gonna add some extra hemp seeds to it. I've just been sitting here staring at all my stuff, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with all of this, especially the really muddy stuff. I wish I was a little closer to the shelter so I could rinse it off in the spring, but I'm not, and I don't want to keep walking back there, so it's just so dirty. Or like my shoes. I am not looking forward to putting those on. Like, the rain's pretty much stopped and I'm just procrastinating. Getting packed up now. I'm gonna have a second breakfast while I finish my coffee and think about how I chose this. I want to be here. I've been putting it off for long enough. Time to take down the wet tent. And then I get to go to a hostel. Woohoo! Right? That's all I have to think about. A clean, warm, dry place is coming. So just start going there. The sooner you start going there, the sooner you're there. Ashley. Okay, I can do this. This is really what I've been putting off doing. At least my socks are dry. The weather's starting to clear up. It's exciting. I want to pass a spring or something so I can rinse off my trekking poles because they're just making my hands disgusting. See, the day of walking in the rain, no problem. It's the day after that's rough because everything's dirty and wet and muddy. It just feels so much worse. But at least it's not raining again 2 days in a row. I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Alright, here's the goal today. I have a little under 11 miles and I just have to be there by 5 p.m. I left camp around 9 or 9:30. Got like 8 hours to do 12 miles. Should be totally good. So I am actually gonna take my time today. There should be no reason for me to rush. And the goal is to get all the way to the NOC, these 10.8 miles, with no pain in my ankle. I think I have a mild sprain. I mean, it must be a sprain, but I think it's mild because whenever I wake up, it doesn't hurt. You know, I have 8 to 10 hours of rest, and the rest helps a lot. And so when I wake up, I don't have pain. And usually for the first few miles of every day, there's no pain. And then generally, I've been noticing it's when I'm rushing, when I'm like trying to walk faster, because I'm probably putting a lot of impact on the ankle, and then I still have twisted it or like rolled it a couple times, even after hurting it, because I'm rushing, or I'm like stubbing my toe, and that's obviously a lot of impact on the ankle. I want to see today if I just truly take it slow all day, if I can go without pain. Basically, I need some confidence before I go into the Smokies that I'm going to be okay, because the Smokies are allegedly one of the most remote parts of the trail, so it would be really hard to contact anyone or get a search and rescue team to me. It's not worth the risk. So I want to make sure I'm going into the Smokies feeling good about my condition and my health, and I think I'll feel good if I can go 11 miles today without pain, and then I'll have at least a full 24 hours of rest from the ankle. I'll walk as little as possible, elevate it as much as possible, and see how I feel the day after. It's gonna be interesting doing all this downhill today, because I'm already pretty slow on the downhill, and I'm gonna be going especially slow today. Anyway, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of this. My favorite thing. Woohoo! This is exciting. The weather's clearing up. I'm about to go up Wesler Bald, so I might actually get a view, which is so exciting because it's supposed to be like a really good view. Yay! But first I have to go down this very long downhill, and I'm moving really slow. I don't want my feet to slide too much in my really wet shoes. Well, there is the observation tower on the top of Wesler Bald, but I'm not even gonna bother going up there because both sides, we're just pretty much in a cloud right now. But apparently it has, quote, outstanding views in all directions. So sad. I'm gonna sit on these rocks over here and eat some lunch because I'm really hungry. This has kind of been my strategy whenever I get to a viewpoint, is I eat lunch at the viewpoint or right before the viewpoint when it's weather like this, and hope that maybe it'll clear while I'm sitting there and I'll actually get the view. And it's worked a couple times, so maybe it'll work this time. We'll see. Also, I got trail magic on the way up here. Some guy, Pastor Steve, stopped me and he gave me this baggie, and there's a hot chocolate, let me try not to show his number, a Hershey's bar, and a freaking orange. I'm about to eat that right now. All I have wanted for the past several days is fresh food. Like, that's what I want when I get to the NOC, is I want a salad or like a meal with a ton of vegetables. So this was really exciting. Also, a nice trash bag, because my current one has to go. Well, the view did not clear, but that's okay. We'll get them next time. I got 6.6 more miles to the NOC, and it's all downhill from here. Literally 3,300 feet of descent. Oh my god. Okay, so these are like my favorite flowers to find outside. I think it's mountain laurel. And I've never seen them this tiny before. They're so pink. These are just the buds. They're not bloomed yet. Oh, there's so many of them. Wow, I want to see one bloomed. They're usually bigger than that. I've seen them all over the trail. So next time I see those flowers, I'll show you what I'm used to them looking like. Wow, there's so many of the tiny little pink ones. Well, this is really peaceful. I feel like I'm in a Zen garden. This is the water source for the Wesler bald shelter. Here are some of those flowers bloomed. I guess they just start out that small and I've just never seen them at such an early stage of the bud. They have like a cool spiky pattern on the top of the flower. They're really pretty. I like them. See, I think I just can't use my GoPro or my phone when I'm walking because that's when I freaking twist my ankles. Pretty sure I'm going where that lake is in the distance. Wow. Not bad. They're kind of blocked by the clouds, but the Smoky Mountains are that way. And they look really tall. So that's gonna be fun. That's what I just came down. This climb down into the NOC is pretty intense. Lots of stairs, lots of rocks. So it takes a lot longer than you think it will. So I'm really glad that I gave myself plenty of time this evening to get down here. This downhill is kind of killing me. Honestly, I thought that I would be down at the NOC around 3. I was like giving myself an extra 2 hours, but it's currently 2:30 and I still have 2.8 miles to go. So it's taking a lot longer than I thought. So whenever it flattens out like right now, I'm trying to take advantage of it without pushing myself too hard. So I'm not trying to keep creating the same problem over and over again where I'm like rushing and then making my ankle worse. Then resting, letting it get better, and then rushing and making it worse. So I'm trying to like listen to my ankle and only go as fast as it feels comfortable going. So far so good. We're like 8.5 miles in, and I'm not having any kind of serious pain or anything. It's just starting to get uncomfortable on the ups and the downs. And I'm doing a lot of kind of both of those right now. So there are just random sections where you're going up. I'm so excited for a shower and laundry and a bed. Hopefully some good food if I have time to get some. Yeah, that's a good motivator. But This is taking a while. Looks like the storm last night really messed up this part of the trail. Wow. Okay. Wow, this part of the trail looks just like home. It looks like Forest Park in Portland. Like you could actually convince me that I'm there right now. It's so pretty. I'm like 1 mile from the NOC, finally, and my feet hurt so bad. This is the worst they've hurt yet. So it took until day 12. I've had wet feet pretty much for 2 days in a row. So they're just rubbing everywhere and anywhere in my shoes, and it's really uncomfortable. I can feel new blisters forming. Oh, so I'm gonna be really happy to have a day off of them tomorrow. My ankle is better. Last night I wrapped it in compression tape to sleep in to kind of keep the swelling down, and then I didn't take it off this morning, and so I've been hiking with the compression tape and my ankle brace, and I think the compression tape was doing more harm than good when I was hiking, because I was starting to kind of feel, not pain, but I was really aware of my Achilles moving, and so that started to freak me out, because I was like, oh, am I like getting Achilles problems now, but only in one foot? And I took the compression tape off, and that helped. So I think I was just putting a little too much pressure on my Achilles. I can still kind of feel my Achilles now, so I hope that's not a problem, because that's a really serious problem that I definitely don't want to hike with. Just, I'm tired. My feet are done. I feel like I'm waddling down this mountain now for this last little stretch, but I think that I'm gonna make it around 4. So that's great. Gives me an hour to get something to eat. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Waddling down the mountain, trying not to let my feet rub any more than they already are, but just everything's wet, so it's hard. I got this. This is so loud already. There's just so many cars and a bell somewhere and people screaming. I'm already overstimulated and I'm up here. Oh boy.
It's like moving fast.
I know, were you watching them? I'm taking advantage of the sun right now and hanging up all of my stuff to dry. My very dirty tent. Got it over here. My bear hang got disgusting last night, so I rinsed that off. Headphones, poncho, myself. It's the end of day 12. I am freshly showered. I've got some cozy cotton clothing on. Today was hard. That was a whole lot of downhill. It took so much longer than I thought it was gonna take. But I finally made it to the NOC. I had like an hour to hang out there before the shuttle to the hostel got there, so Me and one other hiker went to River's End and had some dinner, and they give you so much food. So I ate as much as I could in the time we had, and then brought the rest to the hostel and ate it here. There was a store there, I think it was the Outfitter, and they let us put our packs on the back patio while we went and got dinner. So that was really nice. And yeah, my ankle is pretty upset after today. My feet are really mad at just hiking in wet socks, I think. So I had some rubbing and some hot spots on the inside of my heels. There's no blisters, so that's good. But I think a day off of my feet is going to be really good for my feet and my ankles, and I'm hoping that that's what it will take, but we'll see. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow for a nice 0 day at the hostel. And yeah, good night. See you in the morning.